I'm here with Boris Gamazaychikov, Salesforce's Senior Manager for Emissions Reduction, and we're really excited to have a conversation today about AI and sustainability. It's a big area in focus. And Boris, let's dive right in. Tell me about your role at Salesforce and how it's grown over time. Why was it so important for Salesforce to focus on the intersection of artificial intelligence and sustainability?
Yeah, thanks so much for having me and helping us cover this really important topic. So, sustainability is a core value at Salesforce, and we know that climate change poses the greatest challenge to sustainability today. That's why we set ambitious climate targets for our own operations and value chain, while we're also advocating for wider systems change. We're also focusing on developing technology like net zero cloud to accelerate our customers' climate journey. In my role, I focus on implementing projects to reduce Salesforce's emissions in close partnership with our customers and suppliers. And one big area of growing focus for that has been the sustainability of our tech stack, from our code to our data centers that power our applications. And so the rise of generative AI has brought really amazing innovation, but it also calls for a renewed focus on the sustainability of technology.
Now, Boris, you established and now lead the AI sustainability strategy at Salesforce. Give us a basic sense of what that strategy entails and what activities and products fall within it.
Yeah. So while Salesforce has been pioneering AI for a decade, what makes generative AI different from a sustainability perspective is the size of the underlying models. As you might know, some of these models are trained on nearly the entire internet, and you can imagine how much compute that uses. And that translates to energy, carbon emissions, and water use. So we've been working with our AI research team on best practices for developing AI sustainably. Critical to the strategy is first choosing the right models. Just like you don't need a truck to pick up groceries, you don't always need the biggest and most powerful model to do certain tasks. So at Salesforce, we're focused on developing efficient models that are tailored to specific use cases, like powering CRM applications. Next, it's important to think about what infrastructure is being used to deploy these models. So it's important to use efficient hardware and then deploy in data centers that are powered by low carbon electricity. And finally, we think transparency is really critical to driving the industry in the right direction. And that's why we've published our sustainability information, and we hope to see much more of that in the AI space.
Of course, Salesforce was incredibly involved, along with a number of BSA member companies, in developing our sustainability principles that we published in late 2022. That, of course, focused on setting ambitious, transparent, and accountable climate targets, advocating for policies to create a more resilient and inclusive society, and harnessing the power of digital transformation to improve sustainability. So, Boris, as more businesses and organizations across the economy embrace AI, embed its functions into their work, how should they be thinking about being good stewards both of technology and the environment?
Yeah, great question. The number one thing I would say is that businesses should feel empowered to use their voice to drive AI sustainability. While some organizations might feel like they're far away on the value chain from where the relevant decisions around AI sustainability are made, sending a demand signal through that supply chain can be a really powerful thing. And quick example, when businesses are thinking about integrating AI into their systems, into their processes, they should start asking the providers about the energy efficiency of those underlying models. As I said before, this can dramatically change depending on the type of model that you're considering. You wouldn't buy a car without knowing its fuel efficiency. And so it's really the same for AI. And this information and transparency in general is becoming more and more important because regulations requiring carbon disclosure are coming into effect across the globe.
Boris, what's the opportunity for enterprises, companies, organizations, governments to deploy AI to meet their sustainability goals? I understand Salesforce is introducing some new policy suggestions in that space.
Yeah, so we've talked about reducing AI's environmental impacts, But on the flip side, AI also has the potential to solve many sustainability challenges. Thanks to its ability to analyze big data sets, identify patterns, improve efficiencies, and predict outcomes. So while we work to reduce the impact, we also want to spur that innovation in climate and sustainability applications. So within our own technology, we're integrating AI into Net Zero Cloud, enabling our customers to automate carbon accounting and reporting, giving them more time to spend on actually driving the change we need. And so we're also taking a holistic approach to supporting this innovation outside of our company. And I think this could be a blueprint for how other companies engage as well. So as you said, we're excited to launch our sustainable AI policy priorities, which call on policymakers to spur climate innovation while minimizing environmental impacts. Also, from the investment perspective, our ventures team is very active in AI, having invested in companies like Anthropic, Mistral, and Hugging Face. And they also invest in the intersection of climate and AI with companies like Pano, who uses AI to help fight wildfires, and Amini, who is building environmental data sets for the continent of Africa. Our philanthropy team has always also been focused on equitable and sustainable AI through their AI for Impact Accelerator, which supports nonprofits specifically through technology, expertise, and funding. And they've just announced the latest cohort, 5 nonprofits looking to develop AI-focused climate solutions. So there's really a lot of opportunity here for enterprises to get involved and to support this ecosystem. And I know that together, we can really drive the change that we need.
That's terrific. Boris Gamazaychikov of Salesforce, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.